I was 5 feet 10 inches tall. I always say this, I'm better off camera than on camera. I get goosebumps.
A walk on the ramp lasts less than a minute, but the run up to the runway takes a whole lot longer. Hey there, you're listening to Pooja Crafted Homes, Cool Icons, Masters of their Craft. I'm Simran Choudhary, and joining us today is the gorgeous, smart, witty old friend of mine, Shreya Rao. We met.
Exactly.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll get right to it.
Yeah.
Now, before this, I was an HR recruiter, and I decided I want to do something that's a lot more fun, and here we are. So you were an architect before modeling happened. What was that? Why did you make the switch?
So while I was just finishing my 5th year of architecture. I was interning at a firm, and just like you said, I was in a corporate background. And I think there was always this one question, because I was 5 feet 10 inches tall. I always had this question by my faculty, and they would be like, "Why aren't you trying modeling?
Exactly.
Why are you doing architecture?"
Pretty and tall. Yeah.
Always get into modeling, which was never an interest. I never wore heels in my entire life, like you know.
Yes, I do.
But I think Miss India was something that my friend pushed me to join, and she's like, "Why don't you just apply?" I said, "Dude, Miss India, are you kidding me?" I laughed right on her face. But yes, while I was working, and since my friend pushed me, and the only thing that struck me when she said, "It's just for an experience," I said, "Acha chaddo. Anyway, I don't know how to walk in heels. Anyway, I don't know how to do my makeup. I'm going to go, not make a fool of myself, hopefully not trip on that ramp,
and
wearing my brand new heels that I bought a night before." I was telling her, "Dude, I'm not even nervous." So I was there goofing around, and that's where I met this gorgeous girl. And with her air plugs on. And she's like, "Oh my God."
I'm that person. I'm married to music. Yes.
So basically, I think just that one push, and then making it to top 3, and someone telling me on that ramp that, "Shreya, you do have it. Do you know that?" And I think it just pushed me to go onto that stage, be myself, be confident, and I realized maybe somewhere, I was meant for this.
Okay, and going forward, where do you plan to direct all your energy? Is there a chance we might catch you on the big screen?
Interesting question that you're coming from someone who's talking about big screen. But I remember always pushing her towards it and telling her that she was meant for it. But no, I've never seen myself do something big on the big screen. There were so many people, like once you come back from Bombay, the people from the Telugu industry or wherever, you start getting scripts and all. And I'm telling them I'm not interested. They're like, "Is she serious? She's Telugu speaking, and why is she not saying okay for Telugu movies?" But I don't know. I think I'm better off not acting. I always say this, I'm better off camera than on camera. I swear. And all due respect to actors, you guys do such an amazing job. I love films, to be honest, but just that I don't think I'm meant for that craft. And I know the passion and the hard work that goes behind. I think I'm meant for different things. So I think I love speaking, I love stage, I love going on to TED Talks, and I think I'm meant for something else. And I'm right now directing all my energies towards creating a platform for girls who actually want to train themselves.
With your academy, Enchant.
Yes, Enchant has begun, and we've had so many students making us proud already.
How amazing.
We have Mrs. Indias who've made it to the nationals, who've won Mrs. Indias on an international. They're going for their international pageants, and
I'm a proud, I don't know, I'm a proud sister. That's all I'll say.
I know that, and I know people are happy. I love seeing people,
grow,
touch their dreams, like live their lives. So I think, and nothing better than that. I think big screen can wait. Maybe I could do mother roles later.
I don't think you're aging anytime soon. And to just have this kind of clarity at such a young age, I think is commendable. The first time I saw myself on a billboard, I remember I was driving and I got so excited. I asked my mother to take a photo of me with the billboard in the background.
I know where the flyover was, where the billboard
was. Yes. So I want to know the first time you saw yourself on a billboard, or your friends, or you saw yourself on a magazine cover.
Femina.
What was that like?
I get goosebumps. So I was in a parlor. It was a very funny incident. I was in the parlor. I just went to in Bombay, okay, and I was just getting my hair set, and I was with no makeup. So generally, Miss India's, see, actors are always present on screen, so you know you are recognized. But Miss India's are not really shown outside unless you Google them or unless they make it to the big screen. So no regrets. I'm glad I can walk on roads without anyone.
Yeah, that is
coming
something
for a
I think I'm
picture.
going to really miss. To just be able to walk.
Walk in malls, and I love that. So I cannot miss that. But when I went to the salon and I was just going to decide which hair and all of that, and there was a stand that had the Femina magazine, and like usual, you know, people come up to you and say, okay ma'am, here you go, magazines, just go through them while we're setting things up. They gave me the magazine and I was like, oh my.
And at that time you didn't know that
I
you
didn't
were on
know
okay,
that the stock was out.
Okay.
I didn't know that it was out. And the minute I saw it, I think there were tears rolling down, and everyone in the salon was just like, okay, what's wrong
happening?
with her? And I was like, and they looked at the picture on the front, and they looked at me, and they were like, oh, it's her. And I was like really weeping. Okay, I'm pretty emotional, so I was just weeping, and I was like, I've never seen myself on a magazine cover, and that too, Femina is something you grow up with.
I know, you grow up with Femina.
You have like Shreya Rao, and you know, such people who you talk about Miss India as well. So the first time you see yourself, and more than that, I think whenever I see a standee, when I came for my homecoming back to Hyderabad from Bombay, and I just won the crown, and there was this one picture that they captured where I'm just like in namaste, and
with
they
the crown
just
on your
crowned
head.
me, the crowning moment. That on every billboard, I think that just every time I see it, it just moves my heart.
It still gives you goosebumps.
It still
Never
does.
gets old, no?
Never gets old.
So earlier you spoke about a transformation, and we clearly see one. Now, with transformation, and also the fact that you're constantly in the limelight, especially because you're a Miss India winner, loving ourselves can be extremely difficult. Now, what is that one thing? I'm sure you love a lot of things about yourself, but what was that one thing that you found, I mean, you always had apprehensions about, but you eventually did fall in love? Like, what was that one thing about yourself?
I think the very fact that now when I tell you what I'm diverting my energies towards, I think doing my first TED Talk, standing right on that stage, people think I was always fearless. Dude, I come from such a different background. Every time in school, I was in a big CBSE school, and every time I got onto that stage, you would not believe how much my legs would shiver. I would just hate, I always played, even in dramas, I was always, in the choir especially, as I was tall, I was always on the back seat, and I was always enjoying it that, you know, okay, there's no mic in front of me, I don't have to speak.
You're there, but you're not there.
Yeah, just there, but you know, you're just a participant. But I've always done group singing, I've done group dancing, but when you're solo, I've never taken the stage solo, and I knew so many people. I used to look up to my own friends who could go up daringly and be like, oh my god, we're right there. But then I used to look up to them and be like, oh my god, from where did they get these guts? So the very fact that I broke that thing in my head that no, Shreya, you can actually move people, you can actually, there were applauds. The first time I heard myself speak and there were people standing up and applauding, I said, oh, this is what I was meant for, and I never realized. I think the very fact that I broke was this particular aspect that, you know, you were meant to speak. Yeah, you were meant to be all out.
I think that is something we both share.
Yes.
Because growing up, I had a lot of stage fright. And I remember when I used to watch interviews, more than the person being interviewed, the interviewer, to just be able to, sometimes you end up interviewing people who are camera shy. They can't really talk on camera.
Exactly.
So just be able to still pull off the show. I said, that takes a lot of guts, and that is something I will never do. And today to just be here, I think it's surreal. So
it's a journey.
You've come a long way.
Both of us have come a long way.
A long way. Shreya, clearly you've caught yourself at many interesting junctures in life, and you've had to make tough decisions to move on. Since you're an expert at it, we have a bunch of would you rather questions to ask you. So let's see how you do. And it's going to be worth it because we have a little surprise for you at the end of it, but you'll have to fight for it. Okay? So,
Game on.
would you rather only use a fork or a spoon for the rest of your life?
It's funny how I only use a fork for some reason. So I always use, let me have
And
the
what's your
fork.
situation for this soup? You'll just tip the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm
Desi
very,
like that?
I'm very desi like
Very
that.
nice.
I'd rather prefer no spoon, no hand, only hand.
This
Very
is as
South Indian.
desi as it gets. Would you rather have skin that changes color based on your emotions?
Okay.
Or tattoos that appear all over your body depicting what you did yesterday?
Wow.
Yeah.
I think the change of skin tone sounds good.
Yeah?
I have enough tattoos.
You have a very adventurous life that you don't want us to know about?
I don't mind, but like I said, I already have tattoos, and I would want to see myself in different skin tones. That's pretty interesting.
Okay, she's going to be diplomatic about it, but okay. Would you rather live without the internet or live without air conditioning?
Air conditioning, I can live without it. Like,
Really?
Switch it off, yeah. I
Wow.
like the questions.
The fan, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Would you rather wake up as an insect or a giant?
Giant would be interesting. There are many insects already.
Anywho, we obviously won't let you go off empty-handed. So we have something from Karachi Bakery because
Interesting.
nothing says
Food.
Hyderabad louder than
Nice.
goodies from Karachi.
And I love
The
Karachi.
basket, yes, my team
Foodie,
put
you
in
can
a
come
lot
home
of
right now.
Thank you so much. This has been lovely, and I just need to meet you more often now. Yeah.
To know my true or false better.
Cool. Thank you so much. Lovely having you.
Congratulations.
Okay, we're done.
Thank you for watching, guys, and if you had as much fun as we both did catching up on a lot of stuff and insights about us, then subscribe to this channel, and thank you for watching us on Pooja Crafted Homes Cool Icons.